leather and start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here comes Daniel Hill. He scored 4 times in their last game, just under 100 yards in the W. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Russell, here's the heat, and he never had a chance.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll field the punt and look for room. The Wildcats offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie, formerly of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. On the option. Now the toss. Runs through a tackle. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He wants to change this route. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Gilmore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Baxter. He'll pitch it. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Grab behind the line. It's Gilmore. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback will keep it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. And the Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Motion from the wide out.
Hey, check it. 89-19 fireball. 89-19 fireball. Where did he go?
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Down, ready. Wide, eight.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Level. Sweet. Go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The Tide ready to roll on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run inside. It's Hill. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Russell on play action. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Pocket breaking down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down, just throwing in completion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He's got it on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Motion from the wide receiver. Running the red zone. It's Hill. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Sweet cut there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver comes in motion. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Throwing Russell. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances. And understand, he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Now the toss. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the tight end outside. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. There he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the tie. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
Freeze! Hydro! Go!
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Going for the touchdown, couldn't make the connection, but this flag will be against the defense.
First
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Stepping to the right. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Kentucky. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Looking for blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Rides the back and leaves it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Rodriguez. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw it again. A lot of defenders around on that screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not good.
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the option. Quick toss. Plows through the defense. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Russell. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, coming out of the locker room, the Wildcats head coach told me one of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third quarter.
Okay, Holly. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, you know, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Keelan Russell. Got his man. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run. It's not just eat clock. It is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Russell from the gun on third down. Swings it out to his running back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that is no good. And that wall they need to climb to get back in this one, guys, is still 20 points high. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Hand off for Baxter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Maybe 1 notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw. Nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Throwing Russell. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Wildcats racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Russell, here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. To the air, it's Russell. They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the team.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Quarterback making adjustments. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside, it's Hill. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Keelan Russell, under fire, and they got him.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Let's go down to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're...
He's got it way down the field. There he goes. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. One of the best environments in all of sports. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulls and fires complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Baxter. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Wildcats come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in the hole.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Hoffman. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown! Wolfpack! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Bryant. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Baxter.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Play action. Escapes the sack. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The run inside. It's gone. There he goes. That's It's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Forced out of the pocket. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On the shovel. Smashes ahead. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's going to fire deep. Upstairs, he's got it. Powers through. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. The short hands. It's snow. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
To the air on second down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's gone. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Floats it out in space. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
Blue 30.
He wants to throw it again. He's going to take a shot. A full dive to haul that one in. He is having a day, even increasing his degree of difficulty just to show off.
I mean, just laying out. He's given you a little bit of everything today of what he's been able to do, but I'm going to continue to highlight this guy. I mean, he just keeps making play after play, and those stats are working their way up.
Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He goes right back to the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bailey. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
This time he wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. He's got him in the flat. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Finding some room. Bust through behind his pad. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
I love the execution execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Looking for space. It's Scott. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Puts it out of the air. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Kentucky going quickly. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He slings it deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Off the play fake. There's the pressure. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Handoff for Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Baxter again. Maybe some room here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
On the move. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage, knocking that ball away and doing it clean? No PI on that one.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Rodriguez. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go right back downfield. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Anderson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Wow, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Scott. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Douglas. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Handoff to the lone back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a big deflection on third down forces a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he And they've regained the lead.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
These 2-minute situations are what every quarterback dreams of, right? It doesn't matter what's happened in the game up to this point. You've got a situation, you've got an opportunity now where you can drive your offense down the field, down by 1 score late in the game, and score a touchdown to steal this thing and win it. This is what playing the position is all about.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. This quarterback part of their running game. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
To the air on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week, looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Man, and we've seen it in this game. Even though his team is losing, this guy, time and time again, has been answering the...
He tries to take the top off. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure that don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And how about the defense coming up with a big...
Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Looking for a deep man. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And I love the offense, man. Staying aggressive, doing what you need to do, pushing the ball down the field, still willing to throw the football late in this game. I just don't like the ending. Man, don't step out of bounds. Let that clock run. Try to get out of here with a W.
The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Finds us back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W.